Hi everybody, this is Yona from Shining Mama and this is my day 19 of April's Shine Video Challenge 2014. Today I'm going to talk about my awakening into the awakening, let's say. I never called it like that, but now when I'm starting to talk about it, I really didn't know what to call it, so this is the name that I can give it today. I'm still at the library. I'm at the kids place, and I started to make this video a few minutes ago, and then there were a lot of kids playing near my feet, and it was impossible to hear me, I think. So I'm making a second video, and Victor is there playing, so it's fine. I have a pounding headache today, and I think it has to do with the weather somehow, or the sun weather. And I'm sitting on a very beautiful chair here. I don't know if you can see it. It's carved from one wood. It's beautiful. It started actually, I was working in Amsterdam and living in The Hague with my then boyfriend. And I had with him, I had a wonderful relationship, and we had a wonderful home, and my job was quite wonderful also. I was working very hard, but it was something that I was used to, and commuting for 1 hour and a half in total, almost 2 hours sometimes every day to work was kind of hard. But the things started happening when I dreamed about the tsunami. 2 days before it happened, the tsunami in 2004. And I was going with my boyfriend at Milano to visit Milano for the first time. And I had this dream. I dreamt I was in the tsunami and drowning. I saw it coming, this big wave, and there were many people around me in my dream. But yeah, I dreamt being there. And then when we went to Milano, we arrived, and then we didn't have a TV for a day, and then we changed rooms and we put the TV on for the news that my boyfriend wanted to see, and we saw it. And I was shaken to the core because I thought, well, I dreamt it, but I could have not prevented it even if I wanted to, and I could have not taken this dream seriously anyway, so why was I given this dream not being able to do anything for these people? And then other things began to happen. While Milano was waiting for us, I didn't want to go to walk around. Eventually we did, but it was so painful for me to walk those streets and enjoy my holiday while all those thousands of people were dead. I didn't know how to live through that. And it was something that I kind of got through only now, 10 years after it. Because after that, and also seeing those bodies on the street brought back memories from my own experience with dead bodies on the street with our revolution in Romania, when I was actually very, most of the hours of the day I was on the streets, and that's another thing that I want to talk about sometimes. But all those bodies, it was for me, I felt this field of really weird energy, like energy was holding on the streets, like you could walk through, literally through people, unseen people. And I also felt it with the tsunami again. And although Italy is quite far from where the tsunami happened, I could feel the energy from there, just heavy, unseen bodies holding to the ground somehow, and the pain that was released in that big happening, and also the confusion of the unseen people hanging around. That was so, yeah, I was, I mean, how can I explain this? I was aware of the unseen world. I was always aware of it. But at that point, it was to me clear that my my mission on earth is not making pretty buildings and buildings that my boss would find pretty or beautiful, or it was, like I said in my last video from yesterday, it was bridging two worlds in the best way possible. And I'm not so sure, and I think it's an evolution. We don't know exactly what we are supposed to do until we do it. So that's why I'm putting more action, and I'm making these videos about this, because I think without talking about it, it's not getting clearer. But at that point, after that, actually a few months after that, I got a new contract in Amsterdam where I was working. And immediately after that, I fell into this huge hole. I couldn't stop crying anymore. I was crying and crying, crying, crying. I was crying in the morning, waking up. I was crying in the night while dreaming. I was crying at work. I was crying. I couldn't stop crying, really. And they called it a burnout, and they called it. They didn't know what to call it actually, because officially there was nothing wrong. I had a great job, and I was appreciated at work, and I had officially a good relationship, and I was living in this wonderful apartment in the center of The Hague. So officially nothing was wrong. And I didn't know how to, I also didn't know want to do this to my boss, because they just gave me a new contract. So I marched through this. In 2 months I was back working, and the doctors that saw me, they also said, of course they were put there to push me back to work. So they said, well, work is going to solve this. So I marched through it the best as I could, and I started emotional body work, and that triggered some more transformations and some more revelations about what was going on. But until now, I never realized actually that it was my life saying, corporate world is not a place where you can give the best that you can give. So I'm going to talk about it more tomorrow. See you tomorrow.